Hello and welcome to Bargain Insufficient Gaming. My name is Rich. We're going to play a little more Citizen Sleeper 2, Skyward Vector. I'm hoping we can finish this job today because we're all hurting, we're out of supplies, and this all looks very, very bad. Endurance interface. Let's go with alright, this should finish it, right? I think that's done. Data core. Okay, we located data core. Oh my god, it requires more. It requires more. Alright, I have a 6. We're going to use that. Got a 4. Ah, another 6. Good, good, good. %75 chance it goes our way. We still need one more. Oh. I used the wrong one. We got it. We got the data core. You watch nervously as Juni guides the core out of the cradle. A large ball, core conservator, extract the core from the Solheim derelict cleanly. A large ball, almost half your height in diameter, it glides up out of the framework that held it, connection waiting and loose and caught. Her breathing comes through your suit's cons, loud enough to be picked up. It fills you with tense energy as you watch. Over the course of this job, you've seen Juni both focused and distracted, nervous and precise, but you have not seen her any more confident in this moment now. She floats beside the data core, handling it with care and skill as if it were the vast egg of some enlarged bird. She glances up and sees you watching her, and you notice something unfamiliar in her eyes, something that you have perhaps seen in passing moment before. Only now it is no momentary lapse of change. It is set in place. You see determination. She guides the core a little way away with one hand, and at the same time comes forward, almost placing herself between you and her prize. It does seem to be hers in the way she handles it, the possessive way. She screens it with her body. We need to talk. The statement comes flat and deadpan and nervous. Any nervous tremble gone right now. What are you doing? Sleeper Sticks, I want you to be honest with you, but I need you to know you won't take this from me. Juni glances around to carry the fence, but Seraphim is already heading back to the ship to prepare the cargo bay for the core storage. You two are alone. Tell me, and we see. Fine, then staying with me. Kasten doesn't deserve this treasure sleeper. Juni glances over her shoulder at the core. Do you know how many of these are left intact? She shakes her head. And all he wants to do is wipe it clean so he can use the interface with hexport. All that data gone. So what do you want? I want to extract the data to make use of it. You see some genuine emotion flicker in her eyes. She says, after extracting the data, it will be unusable. There's a security system that will fry its data duplication. It is attempted. I can delay the security response long enough to copy data, but after that, she trails off. You've done this before. She's like, yes, she meets your eye. This is why I came. Look at this place, Sleeper. She gestures the cradle room, a dark and twisted cavern along dead tech. How many of these places are left? How many chances do we have to recover anything this old, this fragile? Like or not, we live in Solheim's shadow in their room. You know almost nothing. What chance do we have of understanding how we got here when others like them, like Senstat and Conway, are descending on the system? I need this core. But what cost, Sleeper? She gestures around. This core, we could learn something about ourselves. We could learn our history and how the system was settled. We could learn the technology that builds our lives. We could uncover Solheim's crimes and seek to make amends. She looks at you without pleading eyes. We could see beyond survival towards something else. You have never heard Juni speak like this, and you realize what you have taken for nervousness will actually control. This is the person in front of you, defending a decaying data core with her life, is the real Juni. But then you think of Lane, of the price he'd likely put on your head, and Seraphine's head, and the feeding. Without leaving hexport, will almost impossible. Is this even a chance? Juni listens carefully as you tell her about the deal with Kasten, the feed lines he offered you, and that both you and Seraphine are on the run. Then I'll help you, Juni doesn't flinch. We'll find another way to get those feed lines. Kasten is an idiot. I can hack his security. You could pull them out of here. Or Seraphine looks tough. Maybe you can grab them. She looks at her. We can do it. We can do something. Why should I trust you? Let's be honest with you, I don't work for Kasten. He didn't send me. I might have misled you there. He knew where the dark was, and I heard your conversation. I'm keeping an eye on him. She buzzed. I know I lied, but I can help you. Let me strip the data from the core, and I promise to help you get the feed lines. She meets your eyes with intensity. It's a lot of information to take in at once. You need a second to think. Oh, man. Okay, I was just looking at the achievement there. Man, if I give it to her, I'm afraid I've used up too much of my time, and we're going to hit an end game state here with, just running out of time, and the guy's going to come and kill us at the place. I don't know. It's hard for me to be the bad guy and say no and abandon the young lady. I know there's probably, but I mean, I knew she was going to be the traitor. I knew she didn't work for Kasten. This was bull, and she was shady. I gotta say, let's do it though. The type of person I am. Thank you, Juni, joining the move. This is a gift to Assault Sleeper. I hope you'll see it like that. She turns the data core quickly, gathering one of those loose connections. She takes out her deck, plugs it in, crosses her legs, and places across, floating tethered inside the core. Her fingers begin tapping the core, teasing out the core's data and whatever Solheim signature might contain. And she's what's she doing? Emptying the data. She's doing what jumps to attention. I hope you know what you're doing, Sleeper. That's our ticket out of here. Juni will help us. If you say so, you both turn to watch Juni stripping the core of its secrets. A little while later, once the core has been emptied out, its defense mechanism is scorched to see in black. You watch the metallic sphere spinning gently in the room and wonder if you have just made a terrible mistake. We got no dice. We're gonna have to go back. It's just the only option right now. So yeah, we're gonna leave. I think this is gonna add another day on. As you arrive back in the hex, radio speaks out from the back of the cockpit. As you arrive into the hexport, okay, we are going to have to act fast if you want to take those feed lines. You and Seraphine exchange glances. You are both still getting used to this new journey. We only have one of us fried core and stole all its data, and for some reason we let you. We can make this work. What I'm wondering, Sleeper, is why we have to. Seraphine looks infuriated. I don't think Kasten is going to take kindly to the idea that we brought someone trying to work for him on the job and let her have his prize, he scoffs. Do you even know what she's up to? Hexport hasn't exactly been kind to me. You trusted me, even though I didn't deserve it. I'm not used to that. I want to repay it. Not to mention Kasten's probably ripping you off, even if you get enough cryo. What's to say he won't raise the price? Trust me, he's no good. I was trying to deal with Kasten to get those derelict corners from the moment I arrived here, and you ran me in circles. She shakes her head. Seraphim is watching her closely. Even if I do take you at your word, which given everything seems a little tough, how do you even do this? Serious? You were telling me we just drift in there and take the feed lines? Look, I get it. You don't trust me. She pauses. But what if I have a vested interest in this working out? There's nothing left for me here, and I don't much feel like hanging around waiting for Kasten to figure out what my involvement in all this is. I need a safe place. You need feed lines to grant it. She allows herself to smile. See where I'm going with this? I don't like it, but if it makes sense, what do you think, Sleeper? We all get something. Exactly. Let me prepare. I'll head to Factory Row, scope the place out, meet me there, and we can work out a plan. She glances between the two of you. Trust me, we can find a way. We keep it simply clean. Simple is good. Agreed, Seraphim cuts in. His dark look betrays his concern. I'll go to scope out the bay. We need Factory Row. We should split up, less likely for cars to suspect us. Meet me there if you, and we can finish setting it up. Juni unclips her seat, floating. I want to show you I can be trusted. We can do this. She looks between the two of you. Believe that, please. And with that, she slips down the passage towards airlock the hexport began. I'm saying nothing, Sleeper. He unclips himself. Either this is the kind of mess you have to go through to get out of this to the other side, or it's the kind that you never escape. Either way, we're in it. He leaves the cockpit. You stare at the chaotic light of the hexport and wonder if anything in the Starward belt ever runs smoothly. Seraphim wakes gently. Sleeper, we're out of time. He checks the back door and bunks. You hear freight banging the corridor beyond. He turns back and meets you. They're here. What do you mean? Lane, or at least his hunters. They've locked that ship into the station, Seraphim, and we can't release the documents. Our credentials are being refused. We're trapped. A sudden bang echoes through the ship. Seraphim looks away towards the source of the sound. I don't know if they know we're here, but they certainly want to get in. He shakes his head. I reckon we have minutes before they get out the cutting torches. What do we do? The feed lines are a bust. They aren't going to happen now. Our best chance is to burn out of here as fast as we can. I hope our drift takes us to a station. We can run out of fuel. At least we might have a few more cycles before we starve. Problem is, we need to release the lock hexport has on us. Otherwise, we aren't going anywhere. And I need to pilot the ship. So what I'm saying is, I have to release the lock. Exactly. I'm sorry, Sleeper. He gives you a dark look. There are some big manual release levers inside the docking bridge itself. To get to them, you're going to have to go out through the airlock. He swallows hard. And once you do that, you'll need to get back in as document releases. He grimaces. If you mess it up, you're likely to be sent spinning into the black. That's our only choice? Apart from coming out with our hand, yeah, that's our only choice. You nod. There's nothing else to be said. Time is up. This is what you've come down to. I'll be at the controls waiting. Seraphim gives you a nervous look. The moment you're back in the air, I'll burn hard. He claps you by both your shoulders and looks you in the eye. Then, without saying anything, he releases you and glides you out of the room. You drift down the airlock as quickly, as quietly as you can, slipping into the suit for protection. At least you think you secure the shields. You don't need to breathe. Banging subsides. You hope the hunters have left, even though you know this is only quiet before a storm. You take a moment, waiting inside the airlock. As it cycles, the second the exterior door begins to open, you go. As you dash out the airlock, the scene in front of you appears as if slow motion continue. You see two figures a little way down the docking bridge, wearing dark spacesuits and canisters being carried between them. Meanwhile, floating between you and them is a heavy-duty cutting torch, knocked spinning by the opening airlock door. You see the release levers and the yellow hazard stripe just beyond the hunters. You know you are lucky, and you know you only have a moment to make your move. Rush for the levers. Engage. Rush for the levers, I guess. Oh, negative outcome stress. You shift your position and aim for the levers before kicking out hard, stretching out to make yourself the smallest target as possible. But the hunters see you coming and push off your paint, grappling with you as they do. You spin with them, both of you lashing out at each other. As you do, you feel yourself drifting further and further from the levers, down the bridge, towards hexport itself. The scream blocks out all the sound. You feel the urgent pull tugging you away from the ship. The tunnel bends sickeningly and then snaps. You realize in that moment the Seraphim has started the burn and is attempting to break the bridge by force alone. You and the hunters spin in a hail of debris, scraps of metal, chunks of bridge dashing against your suit. You see the hunters retreating to the station inside of the airlock and realize this is your chance. A chunk of tunnel wraps around you and you plant your feet on it before kicking off to the rig. The debris slices at you, cutting your shoe away, and then your thick skin, your vision finishes, warning sigils, you feel distant throbbing pain. You're carried onward by a hail of projectiles zipping to your body from the direction of the station, their impact shutting off whole sections of your frame. The final faint thing you feel before you lose consciousness are the impact of your body against the interior wall of the airlock, the hiss of the cyclone sim, and the heavy weight of the ship in full burn. Did I live? What the? Severin's quiet question wakes you from the haze as the rig cuts across the belt. You try to move and feel a wave of flickering pain pass through your body. You flinch and steady your nerves. You find yourself strapped into a seat in the cockpit. Sheriff doesn't seem to have noticed you are awake. You open your mouth to speak, but no words come out. There's a crackle of lies that echoes through the ship comms. Sheriff glanced nervously at his comms. Something has him spooked. Sleeper, the voice, as distorted as it is, cuts through you. Puppy talking. Oh my god, it's been muted. Oh my god, I read all that out loud and it's been muted for I don't know how long with the doggies and the puppies. We're going to end this cycle. That was all on the screen. Oh man. I don't think that many people watch this series anyway, but thank you all for watching. Next time we will continue on with what we did here, and next time it will be cycle 19. Thank you all for watching. You want to see more Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector? Let me know in the comments if there's other games on Game Pass or PS Premium. Games are free to play, games are on sale. If you're interested, write that down in the comments as well. I'll try to get them as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys all next time.